Hello everyone, and welcome back to Handheld Showdown. In this video, I'll show you how to install and configure Vita3K Plus on Android. Vita3K Plus is a new fork of Vita3K that adds support for several additional PlayStation Vita games. To install Vita3K Plus, open the project page using the link in the video description. Then go to the Releases section and download the APK file. At this point, you can simply install the emulator manually. However, if you use Obtainium, you can also keep Vita3K Plus updated automatically. Simply copy the repository link, open Obtainium, tap Add, paste the repository link, and then tap the plus button. Now just tap Install, and Vita3K Plus should be installed on your device. If you'd like to install and configure Obtainium first, check out the related video linked in the description. Now we can launch our new emulator. The first time you open Vita3K Plus, we need to complete the initial setup. Vita3K requires the official PS Vita system software files. You'll find links to the official PS Vita system software files in the description. Both files are hosted directly on Sony's PlayStation servers. Vita3K doesn't include any games. You need to dump your own legally obtained PS Vita games. You'll find a link to Vita3K's official dumping guide in the description. If you already have a properly prepared backup of your game, simply tap the plus button, select the appropriate file type, and install it. Now we can move on to the emulator settings. Tap the gear icon in the top right corner of the screen. In the CPU tab, I recommend keeping the optimizations enabled. Now let's move to the Graphics tab. One useful thing about Vita3K Plus is that you can tap or check the description of individual options to see exactly what they do. For the backend setting, I recommend leaving Vulkan selected by default. Some games may work better with Vulkan, while others can work better with OpenGL. But for most games, Vulkan will usually be the better starting point. Later in the video, I'll show you how to change these settings for only one specific game. For screen filter, you can safely use FSR. It should provide very good image upscaling quality with only a small performance cost. You can also experiment with the other filters and choose whichever one looks best to you. Another important option is asynchronous pipeline compilation. By default, I recommend leaving this disabled. However, if you experience frequent shader-related stutters in a specific game, it may be worth enabling this option and checking whether it improves the experience. When it comes to memory mapping, I recommend leaving the default setting. However, if games are unstable on your device, this is one of the options worth experimenting with. Next, let's talk about GPU drivers. If, like me, you're using a Snapdragon device, I recommend trying the drivers from Mr. Purple, including the latest T30 drivers. You'll find a link to them in the video description. For devices using chipsets from other manufacturers, I recommend checking which custom drivers are available for your specific GPU. In many cases, however, the default system driver may still be the best option. To install a custom GPU driver, simply tap Install Driver and select the driver package you want to use. The final setting we'll cover here is rendering resolution. Depending on the performance of your device, you can either increase or decrease the internal rendering resolution. A higher resolution improves image quality but requires more GPU performance, while lowering it can help improve performance in more demanding games. I recommend adjusting this on a game-by-game basis and leaving the default value as your starting point. To save your changes, you can tap the floppy disk icon in the top right corner of the screen. Alternatively, press back and then select Save and Exit. Now, using Ease 8 as an example, I'll show you how to change settings for only one game. Press and hold the game until the menu appears, then select Custom Config. From here, any changes you make will apply only to this specific game. Alternatively, you can launch the game and press the back button to open the in-game Vita3K menu. From there, open the settings, make your changes, and save the configuration. This is especially useful because different games can require completely different settings, drivers, or graphics backends. If this tutorial helped you out, leave a like and consider subscribing to Handheld Showdown for more handheld gaming guides, emulator tutorials, and performance tests. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.